Hi, I'm Andrew from Ether Automation, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a standalone function in Zoho Creator that can be used with a bunch of your other functions. So this video is a part of my ongoing series about how to automate everything you do in your business using Zoho Creator. So in the previous video, I showed you how to have an email added to Zoho Desk as if it's a ticket. In this one, we're just going to make something that identifies the record and the type of record related to an email. So if you're using Zoho CRM, you'll notice that there's two modules, or there's a bunch of modules, but there's two of them that may have some kind of overlap between them. And these two modules are a lead module and a contact module, right? So if someone emails you, and you're then supposed to make a task for someone to reply, or maybe send out an automated email, or only if it's a lead, or update the record to the last email date, right? You're going to need to find, on one hand, to see if it's a contact, on the other hand, to see if it's a lead. And if it's neither, you may want to make it as a lead. And so what we're going to do in this function that is standardized, abstracted, modularized, whatever you want to call it, where we input a email address and we output a ID and then a module type. So that will be either a contact or a lead record. So let me share my screen and we'll kind of walk through this. Okay, so hopefully I'm sharing the right screen. Otherwise, this is going to be a short video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a new function, a standalone function. And the name of this is going to be, we'll call it upsert email, right? It's going to be in Deluge. We're going to use a new namespace called standard. And then we're going to output a couple things. Let's do a map, right? And then the argument is going to be an email. And that is going to be a string. Cool. So it's going to return a map. So what do we want to do here? Well, the intent of the email is to return an ID, either as the contact or the lead in CRM, as well as a flag to whether it's a contact or a lead. So let's put in some pseudocode here. Let's add some comments. So the first thing we want to do is we want to check to see if it's a contact, because it's unlikely that a record is going to be a contact and an ID. And if it was converted from a lead to a contact, we want to check to see if it's a contact first. So let's do search for email if contact, and then if not found, we want to, if not found, search for email if lead. And then, of course, if that's not found, then we want to create lead with email. Real simple, right? So let's start this out. So if there's an email input, let's start by making these search criteria. The search criteria equals email equals plus email plus this. So this is going to make a string that looks like this, and then we'll go contact search equals zoho.crm.search records, and we're going to search for contact, and then we'll put that here. All right. So then we have this if this not found section. But if it is found, we want to assemble this data, the map data, down at the end here. So let's actually start up here and let's make an output map equals map, right? And then if contact search dot size is greater than 0, then we want to say the output map dot put module contacts and output map dot put ID is the contact search dot get 0. So we're getting the first one dot get ID. So we're getting the ID of the first contact in that search. And now let's save. Great, this works. Next thing, just so I don't forget later, let's actually put the contact map down here. So it outputs that to whenever this is called. All right. And then let's save. Okay, so then if not found, basically if we don't find any contact, right, we're going to do the following. So if contact equal to 0, is equal to 0, we're going to do the following. Now, because all of this is actually inside here, like if there's no contact, we're either going to search for a lead and then return that, or search for a lead and then create one if we don't find it. We're going to put both of them in this if statement. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same search criteria, right? And I'm going to copy this and call this a lead search. And we're going to put the leads, right? And then again, we can actually copy this virtually the same thing here. If lead search size greater than 0, then we want to do leads, and we'll put lead search right here. And then finally, if it's not greater than 0, then we'll just do an else statement, which is basically the rest of this. If not found, we want to create a lead. So then let's actually make a lead map equals map. So we're making a map, and then lead map dot put email, comma, and then we're going to use the same email as up here. And then because I don't want to make this video go on forever and ever and ever, we're just going to add some dummy data such as the first name and last name. So lead map dot put first underscore name test 11111, and we're going to do the same thing with the last name, last underscore name, last name 11111. Finally, new lead equals zoho.crm.create record. We are creating a lead record, and we're putting in the lead map. And then finally, we want to have a output map update, so lead map. And then let's paste in the ID, get the ID there. Let's click save. Make sure you add your semicolons. Great. So now I can execute this, right? And I'm just going to put an info statement in here, info new lead. And then let's just do one here just so we know what it is. Info found lead. And finally, info found contact. Real simple stuff. So let's save, and we can execute this And I'm just going to put in an email. So test email@email.com. And if I submit this, it's created a new lead. And here is that lead ID in our system, which then this is what gets returned. And so we can now use this standalone function for virtually all of our automation that we're doing in the future. If we just input an email, which we're going to show you why that's really powerful in another video, we could put in an email and we could have that contact now added to our Zoho CRM or updated in our Zoho CRM, or we can add additional automation to that record, whether it's an email sequence, whether it's creating a deal, whether we're defining how we first heard from them, or whatever, right? We now know specifically what is that record, right? So I hope this video was helpful. In the next few videos, I'm going to show you how to link these, this kind of tool to your email and some other ways we can actually automate some of the things you're doing every single day using Zoho Creator. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.